Hello everyone, welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me. So today I have a very exciting video for you. I will be trying out makeup by Mario. So I asked you on all my social medias if you wanted to see me review this brand because I had people send me like reviews of it and then send me pictures of it, like please review this. And then luckily I feel very lucky and very honored to receive the PR kit for the collection. So I'm going to go through that with you today. We're going to create a look and I'm going to try and incorporate every piece of something into the look, so we'll see how that goes. Just before we get into that today, if you've never been here before, hi, my name's Robert. I'm a professional makeup artist here on YouTube and also in real life, and it's my goal to help you become a pro yourself or just someone who's really good at makeup. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, then please consider subscribing. Okay, I really need to turn down my microphone. How's that? Are we good? Is that good? Up a little bit? Talking. Okay, I just turned down my microphone because I was shouting for some reason. Okay. Oh, let's take a look at this PR kit. First things first that comes to mind is, first of all, the PR box. This is very useful. That's how you can tell a makeup artist made it, because you can use it for something else. So there are brushes in the top here, and I have them all here. I'm going to go through those later with you all. So we have the two palettes, a matte and a shimmer. Then we have the metallics, and then the mixing medium there, and then, ow, it's hurt my collarbone. We also have the eye primers and the crystal reflectors, which I'll go through everything with you all, and then the pencils down here on the bottom. It's so heavy. God, I'm so unfit. So I was gifted this collection. However, just for some of you who aren't clear on this, it doesn't mean it's sponsored. So it doesn't mean I'm being paid to do this. It means the company have given you something for free to test out and do what you will with. So this is going to be a completely honest, unbiased review also. Okay, so let's get into it. I'm going to zoom in a little bit to my eyes. I was going to tell you straight up now, I haven't threaded my eyebrows. I have swatched a few of these already, especially this one in particular, because this is the Master Eye Prep and Set, the shade Light. A lot of people are sending this product to me, you know, pictures of it and things like that, and being like, knowing that I don't like concealer as an eyeshadow primer, and saying things like concealer as an eyeshadow primer. I was like, oh, is that the situation? I've swatched it and it doesn't feel like concealer in any way. It does feel a little bit waxier and like an eyeshadow primer. So I'm going to give those a go first. So I'm going to take this shade from the light one to kind of carve out my brows, because I haven't done them. It kind of just makes them look a little bit more shapely. And then I'm actually going to prime with the medium. I wish I cleaned my brushes before today. Okay, so I'm going into this second shade here. Oh, it's called P2. It definitely doesn't feel concealer-like in terms of application. Yeah, and in texture, it's waxy. It's definitely an eye primer, nowhere near the texture of concealer. So that's not an issue. I think maybe people misunderstood this product. So I'm going to go in with it medium, and I'm going to go for P3, which is this shade here, to prime my lids. I'm going to use the EF1 brush. So this has a flat side, and it also has a nice kind of tapered powdery side, and I'm guessing that's for this powder here. And by the way, just so everyone, I know that the way I say Mario is going to be different from the way Americans say it. That's really nice. That's really good. It feels like it's definitely that primer texture where it's slightly waxier. It's not as dry as some of the other eye primers I use, which is a good thing, because sometimes I go really dry and I start to see that texture up in the corner here where my skin is slightly dehydrated and my eye area seems slightly dehydrated also. This is sitting really nicely. It's instantly neutralized the eye area. This is great. I really like that. It just looks really neutral. It doesn't look like I have anything crazy on the lid. The texture, it looks like my skin. That looks great. I'm not getting any of that dry texture up in here. I know a lot of people, I talk about using eye primers a lot, and I know that's an issue for some people, is that dryness and that crepiness you can get, whereas my lids look completely smooth, apart from I always have that little crease in there. But no, there's no texture, there's no creasing. So far, so good. That is absolutely, I really like that actually. I can see myself maybe topping myself up on that one. Yeah. Nice, very nice. Okay, so let's go ahead and dip into the matte palettes. And just from reading the information that came with this PR kit, a lot of thought has gone into the creation of these palettes. Skin tone has been taken into consideration. Things like brows, there's 2 shades in here that that Mario loves to use for brows. I see warm undertones, I see cool undertones. There's something in this matte palette for everyone, which is absolutely incredible. So it seems pretty universal. I don't know what this is. I don't know where that came from. I was moving around makeup and I think I must have smudged something. Yeah, so let's do it. I'm thinking, so I'm looking at this and then I'm looking at this blue up here, which looks absolutely amazing. Intense in color. Just beautiful. I really want to use that. You can see where I can swatch this one. And of course I had to swatch this. I couldn't wait. I wasn't patient enough. So maybe I'll add a little bit maybe for silver with the blue on the inside corner. Oh, that looks nice. So the shades are named matte 1 through 12. 12? 12. So this is a nice palette to have anyway. It's quite small in terms of the actual casing itself, and it's a hard plastic, which I do like. I do like creative, like card packaging, but it's nice to have, you know, the higher quality sometimes. Yeah, but I can also see this in my kit because it's flat, it's stackable. I can pop this in my kit without worrying about it taking up too much room. And also it just looks sleek and professional. You know, there's not like a shade called, you know, cheeky bitch, you know, things like that. It's just nice to have something that looks professional. This is like a great wedding palette to have as well with a shimmer. Okay, so I'm going to start with the E3 brush, which is a really nice fluffier brush. It's kind of pinched at the bottom there, which is nice. It allows for a little bit more precision when you're adding colour. So I'm thinking, let's do that burgundy. Okay, so I'm going to go in with matte 9, which is this guy right here. And what I might do then is kind of like, let's just do a nice smoky eye that fades into that metallic. We'll use that rose gold kind of metallic on the inside corner there. Oh, I forgot to mention, in the primer, there's a powder in the primer. I personally don't like to set my eye primer with powder. I like to go straight on top with the shadow. It is mentioned as well that you can use that powder kind of diffuse the outer edges off your shadow as well. So I'm finding with a shadow, a little bit is going quite a long way. That's pretty much 2 dips into the colour, and that's it. And I literally tap a tiny bit in, because with mattes, I want to build up slowly and work up slowly also. I really need to get my brows sorted, don't I? So I'm going to take the E4 brush, which is a flat brush. It is quite dense, so it would be quite nice for shading this way. Maybe we'll use it under the eye also. But I'm going to use it to pack the colour on my lid this time. And this is exactly the same colour we used before. But I just want to get the most out of this. So I really like the colour, so I really want that pigmentation to show. I'm going to stop about there because I want that shimmer on the inside corner. So I'll just lay it down first and then we'll blend that into the rest. These are very, very pigmented. Really, really nice. Fallout, almost non-existent, which is great. I always do my eyes first anyway before foundation or concealer. Okay, then I'm going to go back in with my E3. I'm just going to push this way. I'm really enjoying these eyeshadows. I love an eyeshadow that you can blend out. And it looks like 2 different colours, but it's the same colour. That's not even a thing. Oh, okay. Okay, so far so very good. Okay, let's darken the outside corner. So I'm taking the E5 and I'm going in with matte 12. Obviously it's the last one, which is this deep, deep black. Matte blacks, take your time. That's all I'm going to say. So I'm going to take a tiny bit and just tap off that excess on the ring, on my finger, and I'm just going to tap that into this corner here. So I'm going to do like a slope downwards and push that just slightly into a socket just here. Leave that shape and then just match it to the other side and then we'll blend it in. Let's just get the shape in first. And with matte blacks as well, this is actually very good. It's coming out very pigmented and it's not flaking at all down here. Actually, do I have any? I have no fallout so far. Incredible. And then I'm just going to push. What was I saying? Oh yeah, you want to tap to get that full colour. So tap, 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 tap. Back in with our E3. It still has a little bit of that colour on, so it's going to help fade it out a little bit more. I'm not going too crazy. I'm just being very light-handed because I want to keep that shape, but blend the black. But we want to keep that shape still. All right. Okay, so let's add a bit of a shine. So we're going into the Master Metallics, and I'm kind of looking at this one right here. This is Metallic 9. Oh, this one, Metallic 2. That's kind of more, yeah, let's do that. It's like that goldy pink, but like almost like duotone. Yeah, yeah. So I just want to try it first with the E4 brush, which is that kind of denser, fluffier brush. It feels creamy almost when it's going on. So we also have the Master Crystal Reflector, which are these. So these can be used as a highlighter, but they're for use on the eyes. So I'm going to use this on top of this rose gold shade. I'm actually going to just use my finger. I want to add that extra sparkle. Jesus. And that really is sparkly. This would look great on top of just a whole neutral eye or just by itself. Okay, so let's take a look at the Master Metals. I tried this one here by dripping the mixing medium, what do they call it, Master Manipulator, into the palette here. But it is suggested that you can flake them off into here also and mix the colors together, make your own colors, which I think is a really incredible idea. I am just going to do, again, just one drop into this color here. What I would suggest is one drop at a time, a tiny little bit. If you use too much, then the product might go a little bit almost crumbly looking. But then if you use too little, you don't get that much playtime with a product. So kind of find your balance. Okay, so we'll tidy up those outer edges in just a second. That's really nice, really comfortable. I sometimes find with like water-based products on the lid that it stings my eyelid. This didn't, which is nice. Okay, so I'm just going to speed through my concealer and foundation, and then I'll be right back with you. Okay, so I just did a bit of foundation there. I'm just going to go back under the eyes. And I'm going to take our matte 9, which is the shade in the corner here. And I'm just going to tap that under the eye. And I like a deep, heavy under eye. I like it to look like I haven't slept ever. I'm going to take the powder from the medium Master Eye Prep and Set on a small blending brush, and I'm gonna run it underneath the eye there and see how it kind of helps fade that in. Very nice. The powder feels very fine. It doesn't feel cakey or heavy or like a baking powder, so that's cute. Oh, it's really smooth. What the hell? I like that. Okay, so I'm going to use the highlighter. I just want to use a bit of blush. So I want to use the Master Secret Glow, which is this here. This looks completely empty, but there is something in there. What I love about this, from reading about it, is that it gives a glow and you can use it on top of makeup without it disturbing the makeup underneath. Now listen, if this is the case, then this is a revolutionary product for me. I have never found a cream highlighter or something that gives like a glossy finish to the skin that doesn't disturb the makeup underneath, that is in that texture, that creamy, glossy gel almost like texture. Like sometimes I would use lip gloss on the face, so you can buy face glosses, but the texture almost kind of curdles with makeup and you have to very much keep on top of it and keep touching it up. So it'll be interesting to see how that works. So I want to use it like I would usually a highlighter, and when I'm highlighting my skin, usually I kind of try and catch the glow. What have I done here? What's this? What's going on here? Okay. So it feels balmy. It almost feels like a lip balm. I just wanted to add something in right here. As I'm editing this, I was just looking at my eyelid and it kind of looks like the metallic shades are creasing. They're actually not. It's just like the natural fold in my eyelid. My eyelids on the inside corner are slightly, I don't want to say wrinkly because I don't want to say they're wrinkles, but they have like creases there. It's actually just where the light is catching that dip, if that makes sense. The product didn't crease at all on my lid, so I just wanted to make that clear because I just noticed it right now and I don't want anyone to think that that was the case. Now for me, if you're familiar with my channel, if you've watched my videos often, you'll know that for highlighters, I don't like my highlighters to contain glitter. I don't like them to look like shimmer. I like them to look like the skin is naturally glowing. Nice. Okay, I'm going to use my nose because my nose is where makeup tends to break down. It is not disrupting my makeup in any way. And I find that confusing. I find that really strange. Like it's good. It's a good thing. It hasn't interrupted my makeup at all in any way. I think that's one of those products where people are going to be like clear, like what's it going to do? But I mean, look at that shine on my skin, that glow to my skin. It's just clear. It hasn't interrupted my foundation underneath at all. Like it still looks smooth. We're still looking good. Amazing. I love that. I love that a lot. Okay, metallic 5. Metallic 5. Just under the eye here. Just to finish that up a little bit. So there is a liquid liner that comes in the set and also a brightening pencil, but I think I might use those another time and use either the black or the brown for this look. I think I'm going to go with the black. So this is the Master Pigment Pro Pencil. This is a shade Super Black, and it's one of those, and it looks like one of those creamier kind of pencils. They tend to last longer than like normal pencils, and on the back here it has a very fine brush. It's quite dense as well. And I believe the point is to kind of blend out a little bit more. I might do that. Let's have a look. I just want to put this on the inside of the waterline first. Oh, it is very, very dark. Okay, so I'm going to stick on some lashes and a lip, and then we'll summarize. All right, so this is the finished look using Makeup by Mario, this launch of all these amazing eye products. I'm very, very impressed with the eyeshadows. As general in whole, they blend really nicely, they work really well together, they build on top of each other nicely, and they're easy to work with and they're enjoyable to work with, which I really, really like. I'm also really, really happy with things like the Master Manipulator, which is a mixing medium, which I think is a staple in a lot of makeup artists' kit. You can get mixing mediums that are alcohol-based, gel-based, water-based, ones for lashes, lips, eyes. And for it to be a part of mainstream makeup, I think is absolutely incredible. The Master Crystal Reflector, which is like the shimmer that I put on top of the shadow, amazing. I actually really want to use that on a plain lid, maybe just on top of your eye primer and see what it looks like, and get a nice kind of neutral look, and then maybe just some lashes and a liner. I think that would be stunning. The eye pencil is great, really pitch black. It's quite easy to blend out and fade out as well, so it's very easy to work with. However, the winner of this whole collection is this Master Secret Glow. This is a product that I wish existed a long, long time ago. Yes, there's like face glosses and you can use different products and add like powder highlighters to get a glow, but for this to have no colour and just to look like a natural shine on skin, which is my ideal highlighter, looks absolutely incredible. I just think it's going to look great if you're on vacation and you're somewhere hot and you want to go out in the night, maybe for like dinner, but you don't want to wear too much makeup. Just have that glow on top of a tan, or to use that on top of a deeper skin tone is going to look phenomenal. It's going to be look absolutely, absolutely beautiful. And then just for every day, if you want like a natural shine, especially coming into winter now, where things tend to get a little bit drier. Still love winter, can't fault it. It's a really handy product. I'm very impressed. Brushes, incredible. I actually want, where's this brush? I want a few more of these. The EF2, this is a really, really nice blending brush. I might get a few more actually, because they're just nice to have. Incredible. I'm really, really impressed. You can tell a lot of thought has gone into this collection. And what I really like as well is that there's something as intense as a shimmer that can potentially look natural, if that makes sense. Something that is more of like a finish rather than a colour. It's great. I love it. I absolutely love it. I've loved everything I used. I'm trying to think of something. One thing I would say, if you're going to get the Master Metals palette, which is this one, do be careful how much of the Master Manipulator you're pouring into it, and take your time using that product. If you use too much, it can go like really thin and a little bit crispy, but then if you don't use enough, you don't really have much play time. So find that balance for you. Have a little play before and just see how it works. So do be careful with that. Other than that, everything is incredible. Oh, the primers. I forgot to mention the primers. You know me and eye primers, for me, they are a staple. Concealer, I will not touch on the eyelids. Beautiful. Love it. It has that waxy texture. It's not too dry. There's no like horrible texture on my lid. Like I said, I usually get dry out all up in there. That powder that comes with it, I used under my eye here to kind of fade this black and burgundy into the skin, into my concealer. looks, I love it. I absolutely love it. The collection is amazing. It'll be really, really interesting to see what comes next. I would love to see how the complexion products work out, because I think Mario would put a lot of thought into that, seeing how much skin tone and depth has been taken into consideration when creating the eye products. It'll be amazing to see the complexion products and lip products as well. So that's very exciting. I'm very excited to see the future of this brand, and I think it deserves a lot of success. It's really, really nice. And I can see myself adding a few of those bits into my professional kit as well as my YouTube kit here as well. I'm happy. Let me know your thoughts below. Let me know if you have anything from this collection. Let me know if you want to see me use something else in a different way from this collection. Yeah. Well, thank you so much for joining me. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much for being here. Go ahead and follow me on my socials and consider subscribing if you liked this video. I will see you very soon. Bye.